Hey everyone, it's Z with Small Scale Development, and today is April 5th, and today I'm going to be talking about a new project I don't think we've uh, talked about before, but this is 340 MLK. I've done some videos for a project on this property right here, but today I'm going to be talking about this one. We've got some new designs and sketches, so I'm excited to talk about this one. So here we've got this piece of property. I think it's about 75 feet wide by 150 feet deep. And then this part is 80 feet here, about 45 deep here. And what I would like to do is put in a sort of a cottage court, but with townhouses as opposed to cottages, but some sort of like a courtyard development, multiple units on here. And this is zoned, as you can see right here, DG, which for you who are not familiar is downtown general, which is pretty flexible zoning. And that allows multifamily, commercial, minimal setbacks, side setbacks, et cetera. So this is the site. I'm gonna get rid of, oops. There we go. And I'm gonna get rid of the zoning so we can see what here. So right now I'm looking at the GIS, the the city GIS, and you can go here and get to see what all the different things on here. But I want to show you some of the things. So we've got an 8-inch PVC water line going right here and in the front. So it is, so we've got water. We've also got the 6-inch sewer line going across the street. So we've got water and sewer all set. We've got a fire hydrant here, fire hydrant here. And let's see, we've got the elevation kind of sloping from back to front. We've got an easement here. Now, this part in the front is what the sort of master street plan right of way is. So we can't build past here anyway, and we would need to, if we wanted to build, we would need to give this to the city because they would expand the sidewalk and green space here. This part right here, though, was put in a long time ago. I don't know why it was put in. So what we would like to do is actually vacate it, meaning we talk to the city, talk to the utility companies and say, hey, can we vacate this easement and give it back to us since it's not actually needed for anything? I don't know. I don't think there's anything there, so we'll have to check, but that's something I'll be working on. I'm going to take off the contours as well, clear up the site. So right now there's a house on it, but it's in pretty poor shape. And so what I'm looking to do is put in multiple units on this site. And I have met with I met with an architect or a couple architects, same company. And let me pull you over here also to the survey so you can just get a feel for it. So it's 40 feet, but 40 feet here. So 80 feet, 46 right front to back here, 156 across, and 160 coming down to the front here. And currently there's a driveway right here that it's for this property. What I would like to do, since this is somewhat narrow, is extend this driveway and use this driveway for this property so we can run cars back here. And I've gone through a number of sketches on paper, on graph paper, just to kind of lay it out and just get a feel for what we could do. I did that first before talking with an architect, just so I could get a sense of what that is, what's possible here. And after having some number of discussions of what I was looking to do, they came back with a first pass. Oops. Well, I'm not showing the first pass up here, but I will that's okay. So we had a couple different options, and the most recent one that we came up with is here's the here are the buildings. So there's these buildings are let's see here, they're 15 by 28, 15 wide by 28 deep. We have some plans that are 15 by 28. Well, they're standalone houses. But I'm just using that as a concept for the size, and they're actually one bedroom, but with what's called a bunk room. So it's a very small bedroom. I'm going to see if I can. Um, Here's the house example. So it's 15 wide by 28 deep. And there's a lot of windows. We would do them as townhouses, so the windows wouldn't all be here, but and it would obviously look different as a townhouse and then detached, but give you a little flair for what it looks like. There's so downstairs you enter, living room, half bath, washer dryer, dining nook, and then the kitchen. And then you go up the stairs and up the stairs here, and there's a bunk room. So it's 7 feet 8 inches by 15. So, enough you could put a bedroom here. I mean, sorry, a single bed here, a single bed here, or it could just be a nice little office or workout room with a exercise bike or something like that in there. A desk and on one side, an exercise bike. What I'm thinking would be nice is to put a little small balcony off the back here, so you could open these doors here and sit out and have a cup of coffee or something out there. We've got full bathroom here, and then a bedroom with a closet here. So pretty simple, and maybe there's a room for a little desk here or something. So pretty simple. It's what is that? 15 by 28. I think it was about 840 square feet, if I remember correctly. So fairly straightforward. I'm gonna roll down here and you can just see the furniture. So furniture layout, what that might look like here. So I like that concept. It's fairly simple, small. It would be good for rental wise, or for sale. If we wanted to sell them or rent them, I think they would be in high demand. Some of the things that we have to think about when looking at this is parking count. So parking count is typically it's for a single family or duplex or maybe triplex too. You're required 2 parking spaces per unit. However, if you have multifamily, then it would be 1 parking space per bedroom. So if we're going to do these all as 1 bedroom, we would need, in this case, we've got 10 units, we would need 10 parking spaces. Another thing that we have to look at is tree preservation and tree canopy. So I think these are existing trees that are on the site, and what we would need to do is mitigate. If we remove trees, we would need to mitigate and plant some new trees. And this one here, right, is possible that we can preserve. Another thing, so is that we need to think about the drainage and stormwater runoff. So we need to basically mitigate all of the impervious surface that we're adding to the site. So there's a lot of rooftop, a lot of parking here. In this plan, we actually have a nice green space here where we can flow the water to this center area and put some sort of rain gardens or just stormwater management right here, but also make it usable. So we'd want it to be pervious and have maybe some whether it's underground tanks or just some way that will kind of control that runoff. Another thing we have to think about is trash. So right now we've got dumpsters here. They're at the end of the driveway. And so we would have, the trash truck would come in, and then they'd come in front end with a front end loader, loaded in, back out. So we need to see if that's okay. I thought about putting it right here, but then the architect said, well, they wouldn't be able to load it if it was back here. The other option that I think we can do, and we have done, is if we have a lot of these units on the street they just have trash bins that they pull out to the street, and the trash truck comes along and loads it. So I think another option is to have a trash bin for each of these units and bring it out to the street rather than having the dumpster. And then the other thing that we have to think about is fire trucks. So fire trucks, I don't know, and this will be different for you where you're developing, but we have to think about how far we are from the fire hydrant. So we would take a look at this and we say, okay, well, we're gonna measure from this here, we're coming across here that's 350 feet, and then we come back here, and that gets to 500 feet. So I think that either 500 or 600 feet we can be from a hydrant. There's also one over here. So if we were coming from this side, we'd be here. Okay, so we're closer on this side. So we're under 500 feet, I believe. And then the other thing that we have to look at is when you park the fire truck, I think they have a hose that's 150 feet long or something. And when you park the truck, you have to be within a certain distance. Any building has to be within a certain distance, let's say 150 feet of that truck and hose. So you take where the truck parks, and then you would go along to the furthest distance and measure that. And again, I'm not sure exactly how that's calculated, where they calculate it, but that's something the architects were looking at. Something worth it for me to learn better how they actually calculate that. But so we couldn't put these units further over, I think is what they were thinking, because then it gets too far. Additionally, there's a 150-foot rule. So if the truck goes in here, if they have to drive more than 150 feet, then you have to provide some sort of turnaround for them. So whether that's some sort of cul-de-sac or like a T hammerhead, where they can go in here, back up, and then turn around. I believe since there's a driveway here that this could work as a turnaround spot. It may be that it's narrow and they would need to modify it. I'm not sure, but that's something that we're talking over. Alternatively, if we wanted to go further back here, we maybe need to make some sort of T back here that would allow them to turn. Let's see. So after going and looking at this, I talked with the architects yesterday looking at this, and I thought of a couple things that made me I want to change up a little bit. And this is not nearly as pretty a picture, but this is just how I work and operate and how I do it. I don't have the design and computer skills of what they're using, so I do it on graph paper. It's simple for me. So apologize here, but what I was thinking in this plan is it's a very big open space, which is nice, but I also feel like we could make it a little bit more compact and a little bit more compartmentalized. So what I thought is rather than having 4 up front here, we have 3 up front here. They all kind of look out onto this quad. We have 3 parking spaces here, 1 for each of these units. We put the trash bins up front, except that we have them fenced off so that they're not visible. We have these walkways here that go from around the property. This part is a nice green space area and have a pavilion right here. So some sort of covered thing where people can sit under, whatever it may be. We have the same 15 by 28 units back here, except we put 5 of them, and we've got 5 spaces for cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one right here on the end has an extra porch on it, which looks out onto this area here. And additionally, people can walk over here too. So this could be fenced in for, a dog run, or it could be raised bed gardens, or just some additional community space that may be used differently than this space here. So whichever that might be, if it's dogs, I think that would be a good place, a little bit out of the main area, or if it's I'm not sure yet what. And then right here we have 2 garage apartments. So it could be 1 or 2 cars in here, and have a 1 bedroom or 2 bed, probably a 1 bedroom if it's 2-story, and 2 bedroom if it is 3-story overlooking here. I probably would be inclined just to do a one car and 1 bedroom here, and same thing right here. And these are 25 by 25. I've seen designs for ones that are about that size. We could potentially shrink it down to be maybe 20 feet wide and 25 feet long. If we're just doing a 1-car garage, we'd have room for bikes or other tools, things like that. And then additionally, if we shrunk this down a little bit, it might give us one thing that I would like to do also is have a place for bike storage. So if let's say we took off 5 feet from each of these units and made them 20 feet, we could then have a nice covered and locked storage area for bikes, which is nice because it's a pretty bikeable area. You can get to the bike trails and greenway pretty easily. So that's what I had come up with as an alternative. I'm going to run that by them and just see if they have any comments on it. But that's kind of a new look at a project. We get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units here, and I think that it's coming back to here. We've got a site that is, well, I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I'm gonna go include the driveway that is over here and add that in the area. But we're about 0.4 acres, and we've got 10 units. So I'm not going to do the math in my head. It's 4 over 10 acres times 10 units per acre. Anyway, is that maybe 25 units per acre? Doing that off the top of my head here. But I think it would feel nice and cozy with room for playing and community and parking. And so I'm excited about this, and I will keep you updated as we move forward, as we get further along the design, and also let you know when I put together, I do have a pro forma for numbers, so I will put that into a little prettier form and show you how I think about the numbers too from here on out. So, all right, well, please stay tuned, and if you like this, please subscribe and tell your friends if you have any questions further. Just make some comments. All right, well, thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon.